My name is Atira Betty Muhammad Azman. My ID number is 2020-810-588. I will discuss about the introduction of browsers and what is a web browser. As an application program, a browser can be defined as one that allows users to explore and engage with all the online material that is available on the internet. Websites, videos, and photographs are as an example for such components. Before the advent of the World Wide Web, the term of the browser was used to refer to the internet user interfaces that allows us to browse, navigate through, and read the text file that located on the internet. However, the majority of people will access the internet using their favorite web browsers. As an evidence, we can see that it's an essential need on how people go about their daily life. For your information, the browser symbol has evolved to become one of the most important icons on everyone's computer. This can be supported by the fact that our majority digital life has now spent online. As a result, the fastest and the most comfortable method of connecting to the internet is very essential. So, what is web browsers? Web browser can be defined as a software application that runs on a user's computer or other internet-capable devices. The users can retrieve, view, and interact with web-based multimedia content such as web pages, videos, or videos. A web browser and a search engine is not the same thing, even though they perform the same job. As an evidence, the search engine is a website that retrieves the web pages based on the search term that were entered. However, to connect to a website server and see its web pages, the user must have a web browser that installed on their computer. For your information, the web browsers are now available on both desktop and computers or smartphones. Furthermore, they are often used to display and generate the content, especially hypertext markup language and extensible markup language, or known as XML. Some web browsers will automatically translate the website and web pages that send through the hypertext transfer protocol into a format that understandable to the users. Additionally, they may display other protocols and prefix such as secure HTTP, file transfer protocol, or recorded as FTP, email processing, or mail to and file sharing known as Dropbox. Using a web browser, the user can access any website on the internet at any time or anywhere. The mobile version enables you to access the information, while the desktop version of the service displays the information that has been obtained from the web. Text, videos, and images are sent over the internet using hypertext transfer protocol, or recorded as HTTP, which regulates that thing to be sent or transmitted over the internet. In order for people to view the information, it must be shared and displayed in a consistent way.
Hi, my name is Nurul Farisah binti Hamizan and my student ID is 2020-614656, and I will present about the type of browser and the uses of web browser. There are many types of web browser that is available and existed today, as it is widely being used when surfing the internet. A long time ago, web browsers started with a text-only hypertext browser called Lynx, which its development is to support the web in 1993. Lynx is one of the most popular web browsers for command line interfaces. Unix is the primary operating system that uses it. Later, National Center for Supercomputing Application and CSA released a graphical web browser called Mosaic in the same year, which users are allowed to view images directly interspersed with text. Internet Explorer or IE is released by Microsoft in 1995 and has led the market. IE won the war to become the Internet's primary browser during that time. In 1998, Mozilla is released by Netscape as open source, which offers several variations, and it is a strong support for web standards. Support for numerous platforms and rapid page rendering are all essential design goals for Mozilla. Netscape Communication was a computer services company best known for its web browser, which called as Navigator. Next, after Mozilla is released, Firefox is being introduced as a standalone browser with a streamlined user interface, eliminating Mozilla's integrated mail, news, and chat clients. Safari is developed when Apple has integrated the Konqueror open source core subsystems into its OS X web browser, which is Safari. Usability, performance standards, compliance, and integration with OS X are the major design goals for Safari. Chrome is a web browser that is released in 2008, and to help bring Chrome to life, Google incorporated components from Apple's WebKit rendering engine and Mozilla's Firefox, and also made all of Chrome's source code widely available under its Chromium project. According to W3 Counters browser share statistics for January 2021, the most popular browser is Chrome, which is widely being used, and followed by Safari, while Internet Explorer and Edge is in the third place. Firefox is in the fourth place, followed by Opera, with the company's market share is smaller than it has been in previous years. Next, I will explain about the uses of web browser. People usually know browsers are being used when browsing the internet, but it is much more than that. Browsers have evolved into full-fledged software suites capable of everything from video conferencing to creating and publishing HTML sites. Browsers now allowing computer and the internet to work together as a unified computer system. Browser has evolved from time to time, and the newest feature that user can get is security feature with anti-phishing filter, since nowadays hackers have a lot of ways in exposing the safety of users in risk. It's also used for leisure, such as listening to music, watching movies, TV shows, podcasts, and listening to live radio. In shortly, by using a web browser, anyone can browse any website which are publicly available in internet.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Khairul Amir bin Abdul Kadir. My student ID is 2020495634. Today, I would like to share about maintenance of the browser. The day when the internet was a series simple text pages have long gone. Today's sites can contain video, audio, image, interactive elements, and over time our browser can slow down under the weight of all that content. With a bit of timely maintenance and tidying up, you can ensure your browsing stays faster for a longer. And there are some simple maintenance that we can do by our own. Firstly is remove unused extensions. For example, too many unused apps will slow down our computer. Same goes to too many plugins and extensions can do the same to your browser. They take up system resources and can even cause bugs and crash. It's a good idea to run an extension once in a while. Next is clear out the cache. As we know, every time we travel to the website, our browser will collect pages that function to trigger our browser for the next time we surfing to the same website. As a student, we always do a lot of research for our study and also for our assignment. So it's recommend to clearing up our cache and starting new to keep our browsing speed as good as new. In addition, we also can do uninstall and reinstall browser. This method functions as a cleaning up of extensions and wiping the cache to get out browser to its original state. which is the fastest method for stopping our browser from slowing down. Lastly is manage our tabs. Managing your open tabs more efficiently will help our browser faster. The more tabs you open, the slower your browser is going to run. Doing so can be as simple as keeping the number of open tabs you have down to a minimum. This isn't easy in today's age of web apps and information overload, but try resisting the temptation to keep a dozen tabs open at once. Next, I would like to share about the advantages of browsers. The first advantages of browsers is its speed. The browsers are designed to run on modern PC and also our laptops with the most up-to-date and powerful CPUs, as well as graphic cards that take an advantage of their speed to improve performance. These browsers use advanced technology to speed up the loading of the web page and execution of JavaScript. Secondly, Internet security is the biggest hue and cry all around the web world. Protecting our information and data has taken precedence above everything. Web browsers are assisting in the realization of this goal. Anti-phishing protection, stronger parental controls, and to combat malware and privacy tweaks are all available into this web browser. Lastly, the majority of the browsers are available for the free download and installation. This only takes a few minutes to download and install a browser, and we won't have to pay a thing because they are all available for free on our internet. Choosing the proper type of browser is difficult because they are all available for free on the internet.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuriza Fazira bin Telman and my ID is 2020608084. So, I'm going to proceed with the advantages of the web browser applications. There are 5 disadvantages of the web browser applications. The first one is the performance of the web browser applications. The second one is the security of the web browser applications. The third one is the web issues. Availability is the fourth disadvantages of the web browser applications. Last but not least, web browser application is internet dependence. The first one is performance. A web application is directly connected to a web browser, so the applications tend to grow in size, affecting a web application's performance. And extensive web browser applications operate much slower than a native desktop programs. The second one is security. Security is vital so that the user's information won't leak and fall into another person's hand. Unfortunately, there is no quality system control in place for web browser applications. As a result, both safety and security are compromised to a greater extent. However, users can avoid data breaches to some extent by employing techniques such as SSL enforcement. The third one is web issues. The web application is ultimately website dependent, which means if the website goes down, the application most likely to fail as well. Therefore, a high-quality website is required for the best performance of the web applications. The first one is the availability of the web browser applications. Web browser applications are rare to find as they are not available in any App Store or Play Store. So, it is quite difficult to find or see such applications. Only the audience who know about the application will visit the websites. The most common web browser applications that are used by many people are Chrome and Safari. The last one is internet dependence. All web browsers need the internet for the users to use it. Therefore, an internet connection is required to run a web browser application. Without a reliable internet connection, people will not be able to surf the internet or run their web applications. In a nutshell, the web browser is a generic name for an internet user interface that allows people to browse text files online. A web browser is a technology platform for the compilation, interpretation, and passage of data tools on the web. The web browser application is used most daily by people to search for information or the thing they like and many more. It is used to open web page on the computer screen. Firefox, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Opera, and Safari are the examples of web browser applications. While searching for information on the internet, be a good user and don't believe 100% what you saw or read on the internet so that you won't take in the wrong or false information. If you are curious about something, you can ask the professionals' advice or opinions based on what you saw on the internet. So that's all from our group. Thank you.